Welcome back to My Fi Crusade. I'm Sean, the FI Crusader, and today we're going to talk about some of the numbers that should terrify you and light a fire under you to start saving for retirement. Don't be one of these numbers. Avoid these major mistakes that you're going to regret for the rest of your life. If this is your first time viewing one of my videos, please take a minute to subscribe and click the notification bell to join my crusade. The channel is all about how you too can work towards financial independence so that you can retire even starting later in life like me. Comment down below and let me know which one of these statistics scares you the most. Now, the first number that should scare you is 23%. And 23% is the amount that Social Security will have to be cut by the year 2033 if there's no reforms to increase revenue for the program. Now, this is especially scary given the fact that Social Security is the only thing keeping 27 million Americans above the poverty threshold. Now, the next number that should concern you is 27%. And 27% is how much more likely women are to have no money saved for retirement than men are. And this is compounded when you realize that women have to save 8% more of their gross salary to have the same amount of money in retirement as a man who started saving at the same time. This is largely due to the gender pay gap, showing that women average about 79 cents for every $1 that a man makes in a full-time position. Now, the next number is 30%. And 30% is the percentage of people who are retirement age that still owe money on their mortgage. Couple this with the next statistic and you can see why it's so important to begin saving for retirement now. 33%. That's the percentage of Americans aged 65 and older that have no money saved for retirement. That means that fully 1/3 of the retirement age Americans don't have any retirement savings and will rely entirely on Social Security to survive in retirement. Why should this scare you? Well, Social Security was never meant to be the sole source of income for 30 years of retirement. When Social Security was created in 1935, the average life expectancy was only 61 years old. It was expected that you were going to die before you even got old enough to claim benefits. At that time, there were 37 workers for every one person in retirement age. And today that ratio has dropped to approximately 3 workers for every retiree. That's largely thanks to a combination of the huge population of baby boomers, a declining birth rate, and the much higher life expectancy of 72.6 years. This is why you see all the screaming in Washington, D.C. about Social Security every 2 to 4 years. If you're 40 years old like me, the likelihood that Social Security is going to be around to act as your sole source of income in 25 years is extremely low, especially given what we've already talked about related to the 23% cut required by 2033. If there's no increase in revenues between now and then, you should be terrified of having no retirement savings at that time. The next number is 69%, and that's the percentage of Gen Z, those age 18 to 22, that say that they feel bad about not investing sooner. If even 18 to 22-year-olds are saying that they waited too long to start investing, people who are just barely old enough to hold an investment account in the first place, then this number should scare you if you're like me and you're age 40 and just starting to invest for retirement. In addition to that, 76% of baby boomers and 77% of millennials say that they wish they had begun investing sooner as well. And to be honest, if I had begun saving for retirement back in my 20s, I'd probably be retired right now, so I completely relate to this regret. That being said, us Gen Xers are forgotten about again, as I couldn't find any numbers related to our generation. Oh well, better to be forgotten than blamed for the death of American cheese and mayonnaise, I guess. So the next number is 76%. And 76% is the percentage of Americans that are living paycheck to paycheck. That means that over 3/4 of Americans are not saving money for retirement because their expenses are equal to or greater than their income. And that's downright terrifying. When you add that to the fact that 50% of Americans have less than 3 months of living expenses in total savings, and 26% of Americans have no savings at all, that means that most American families are one job loss or one emergency away from losing their house or their car or ending up on the streets. And that is shocking and just scary. Now, the final and most shocking number of all is 100%. And that's the percentage of people who regret not hitting that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Seriously though, it helps the channel immensely and it lets me know that you like my videos, so I'll continue to make them. Now, if you watched this video all the way to the end, take a second, comment down below, let me know which one of these numbers scared you the most, and did any of these numbers make you more likely to start saving for retirement? That being said, if you haven't already, subscribe, click the notification bell to be notified anytime I post a new video. If you like this video, click the like button. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.